Oh, well, mine is Fox, right? So they can have it Fox, and we're my brother Cerberus, and we just got, well, we didn't just get out of it. We just saw Insidious, the last key. No, they're not gonna sync up.
I was trying to think of what we saw. Insidious, okay.
Insidious, the last key, which is the latest. I think it's the fourth.
I thought it was the 6th.
It's the fourth. Because there's Insidious 1, Insidious 2, then there's Insidious prequel.
What was Insidious 4?
No, it wasn't called Insidious 4. It was Insidious 1, 2, and the third one was Girl with Broken Legs.
Yeah.
And Insidious 3, or Insidious 4 is the last key. I looked this up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's 4 of them?
There's only 4,
I don't know why there's 6 of them.
I used to think it was 5 because of the 5 keys thing.
Yeah.
But, basically this is the newest installment, which is a prequel, which, in some regards, at least to me, I say I liked it. What did you think?
I liked it too. I mean, like, it fit in with the story. You know, it didn't affect the main plot of like the first 2-3 movies.
No, because each one leads up to its own thing. Which is one thing I kind of like about this series is that Insidious is its own series.
It's its own universe.
It's its own thing. Like I'm saying, like
have like the what's the place they call the Netherland? No,
the further.
The further. You know what I mean? Like they have that, and like they know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like they have their own mythology and everything around it, but also like it is its own thing because a lot of horror movies can kind of blend together a lot if you think about it, like whether it be just a horror, like a possessed house with ghosts inside of it. A lot of it kind of usually blends together. Insidious, it's a weird mix. I'm not sure it really works, but I do kind of like it. Is that it try to add some comedy to it. With some character like the two characters Specs and I forgot what his name is, and it also tries to have like a little bit more heart in it than like other movies do. Not to mention I prefer like the bad guys, like the demons in this.
Yeah, each one's different, which I like.
Yeah, each one has its own different. It has its own theme, and things aren't always explained. But if you look at the characters, you can kind of understand what their possible backstory is. Like this one you have, it goes into her past, where she basically gets beaten by her dad, who just says she shouldn't see ghosts or whatever, or that she's lying. This then leads to her unlocking a door, which leads a demon in, which has the 5 keys, which I kind of also like that, like how she did it was like there was the door, and she just used a key, and it turned out it was one of its fingers. Yes. That was a cool little, like, twist, I guess. And then, like, this leads to, like, her mother dying, and...
Killed her mother.
Yeah, but in the end she comes back amazingly.
Yeah.
The mother dying, all this, and, like, just releasing all these demons, and all these bad stuff happening. But... Also, that also kind of brings up another question too. I'm thinking of because spoilers for the movie. I say go check it out.
Definitely go check it out.
It turns out like there's a century, like years long thing of like people being possessed by this key demon, and like they're like lock women in their basement for whatever reason. I think so. Eventually, the ghost could take them. I guess. We never really get an explanation on why the living one, but like
I just thought it was because the dad did it, so like.
But no, it turns out the key monster made him do it.
Yeah.
So like
that was never really explained why either. I guess.
I got like no, but
I'm because to get the fear to feed it. Maybe.
I got that bit, but what I'm questioning is, when was the dad possessed?
I don't think he was.
No, because they say that he was the. He was the puppet that, so the thing was possessing him or making him do these things, but the thing was behind the door beforehand. So that then means, yeah, this guy was still an abusive father beforehand, and then he was taken over by the demon and just, it never really changed.
Yeah.
That's at least how I'm taking it right now, because he's abusive before this demon is released and after the demon is released, which the demon starts off by killing the mom.
Then he does the sacrifice, remember?
Oh yeah, in the end, yeah. So yeah, so I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how long he's been possessed or not.
In the wind.
He does become like so I guess he's just straight. There's dead human Coco dead. He's dead. The dead after death after death.
That means you become like nothing.
I guess, or dust. I don't know. But, what was I saying? The movie, again, like, I like the design of this character, this creature, which apparently Elise, the medium or whatever, lived in a house that was right next to a prison where they electrocuted people, to the point to where if they shock someone, that would affect their electricity.
Yeah, it was like literally a stone throw away.
It was like right next door, even though we never saw the house right next to it. We only saw them drive up, and the prison was right there. But that was basically it.
Can you imagine, like, growing up? They're having screaming.
This was some messed up stuff. But, especially for her who can see ghosts. But, I'm trying to think. I did kind of like going into the past a little bit, seeing her backstory.
Yeah, I thought, like, the girls that you see were going to be, like, different parts of her, like, you know, like
see her slowly growing old or
niece,
something?
like showing up, you know, like,
yeah.
I thought that was gonna be her, like, at 20 or something.
Oh, like she's like seeing the past.
Yeah, and this ghost has been like through her life this whole time.
I was kind of expecting that.
That's what I thought was gonna happen, but then it turned out that, like, boom, it's her niece, and then I feel like, because she's died. I think she's dead, right? Like,
no,
she died.
She died in the one. No, she died in the first one. She's literally the main character of this series in a way. Or at least the framing of it.
But she died in the second one.
Nope, she died in the first one. They found her body in the second one. In the first one.
But the guy killed her. Spoilers.
Yeah, in the ending of the first one.
She was dead.
In the ending of the first one, they released, I guess I think it was the Black Bride or whatever it was called, and it possessed the dad, or the dad was locked in the other world, and the Black Bride possessed his body, and the Black Bride knew that she saw the Black Bride, and the ghost then killed her in the dad's body, and then they found her body at the end, and just like end of chapter 1.
That's right, because they took the picture, remember?
Yeah.
And then, like, in the second one, that's when you find out that the dad...
Yeah, and then, like, it loops back around and teaches us about time travel. Really, the only two things that go in consecutively are the first movie and the second movie. Everything else is a prequel.
Yeah, the third one was kind of confusing. I forgot who it was related to.
The third one
was the mom. The third one was the mom as a kid, remember?
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
No, the third one wasn't the mom. No, the third one, I know, I think it was just another case, because remember, she was like, I think she was being an actress or something, and got hit by a car, and then, like, because we walked in when you got hit by a car, we're like, what the fuck did we just walk into? And then,
I think it was the mom, and then she had a kid.
I can't
remember. And then, like, the kid followed.
Because I know
they're all entwined somehow.
Yeah, they're all connected in some way. Like, this one leads into the first movie.
Yeah.
Which, it being a prequel...
Because she even says, like, remember what she did for me for Michael, and that was when the dad was a kid.
Yeah, I was talking about the dad, though.
But then at the end of the third one, it shows her, like, older, and it's the kid, and we were like, oh my god, it's her mom.
I don't think so. What was I saying?
They're entwined somehow, people.
Yeah, but what was it?
We may not know.
But the thing I was saying, like, this movie being a prequel kind of F's with it a little bit, I think. Especially, like, the part where it suddenly goes, like, thriller with the guy, like, it turns out at one point, like, the guy who invites her back to her old house because he's being haunted out living there, turns out he's keeping people in the basement, and when they find this out, the guy pulls out a gun and is like, none of you are leaving. He's going to kill them all. And Specs basically has to fight him off and then drops a bookcase on him. Which I kind of sucked. I kind of wanted to see that guy come back at some point. But, you know, he's dead. He died a violent death. You think he'd come back as a ghost. But,
I don't think he died a violent death. I don't think...
a bookcase landing on your head? I think that's pretty violent.
No, if he would have been, like, repeatedly, like, smashing it, that would have been violent.
Okay, fine. But,
just dropping it. That's like dropping an anvil in a cartoon.
No, because the cartoon walks away. But,
it's cartoon logic.
What was I thinking
In
of?
Insidious, you die.
Yeah. What was I thinking of? God dang it. I got off track. But yeah, like, it was something with thriller, and I'm thinking, I feel like this would be a lot more suspenseful if I didn't know there's literally, like, 2 movies after this, which are the first 2 of this series, which then tell me that these guys are going to be okay. At least, I'm going to bring up Star Wars prequels. At least in that, I can be like, okay, I have no idea how any of these other characters are gonna live or die. All I know is Obi-Wan and Anakin are gonna live.
Yeah.
That's about it. Everyone else is dead. But how they die, I have no idea. If they introduce like a third spectral guy or something, spectral sightings guy, I'm like, okay, how does he die? Why is he not in the other one? Tell me that one. But in this one, that kind of brings it back a little, I think. I'm trying to think what else. Let's talk about the creature again. Like, because again, like, it has keys, and its world is a prison. Its world is a prison, and like whenever it
keeps the souls of the people it's killed or something.
Or it's kept there, and whenever it drags its fingers against the bars, it's electrified.
I wonder why.
I think it's most likely that was like a warden or something. Like that was a warden or something that's been there for so long, and like that he's now like, you know, kind of incorporates the world's kind of like part of him. The prison's kind of a part of him, where like the electricity is the shock thing. The keys, of course, are the doors, the open and stuff. That's at least how I kind of interpreted it. I kind of wish we had gotten like a solid explanation on why these things kind of look how they do a little bit.
Think we ever did. Like,
no, we never did.
Like these are just things.
These are just
happen.
demons or whatever that pop up. But it's like, I would kind of like to know. Maybe that's because I just watched so much anime and like they explain like this is this because of this. So it's like I kind of want to know like, all right, he's like this because, or like they go into like the backstory, like he was once a prisoner, or like Supernatural, and like he was once a prison guard, but he was banished because not banished. He was beating the inmates so much that he became an inmate, was put on death row, and that's why he's now this, because he was the warden, whatever crap.
Maybe if he killed people, he would have been put on death row, but beating them?
Well, beating them to the point of death?
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, something like that, like, I kind of like, okay, that'd be kind of cool, and like, you know, like, to kind of know how these characters kind of became what they are. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's just like, these are kind of random memes, which I don't really mind, because it kind of has enough of the silly factor to it, but also enough to where, like, I kind of would believe, like, okay, these are demons that are based around these certain things. Like, the first one, I think, is, like, a child abductor or something, because, like, it had, like, if I remember correctly, his world were puppets or something, and then he has that music, while he's sharpening his claws or something like that.
Talking about Freddy Krueger?
No, I'm talking about the red demon from the first movie that we saw in the ending of this movie. Him, then we have the Black Bride, which that one kind of is more explained since they say he was a murderer.
And it was a woman.
No, it was a guy.
I mean, yeah, it was a guy dressed as
It was a guy who got spoilers for that movie because that's kind of a twist at the end. He's a guy who tried to cut his junk off, and like his mom wanted a girl instead of a guy, so dressed him up as a girl, and I guess they messed him up in the head.
Didn't mess up any of us.
But so that he became the Black Bride, started killing all these women and stuff like that, or men or whatnot, and so like that, I'm like, okay, I kind of got to understand his motif and everything like that. So I feel like each one kind of is supposed to have their own backstory. Mm-hmm. I just wish we kind of got it, but then again, that also is kind of cool that each one has like their own villain.
Yeah. Like
it's like if you had like each horror film.
The third chick was the doctor, nurse, or the patient. Remember?
I think so. Honestly, I can't really remember the third one all that much. All I remember is broken legs, breaks the leg, and it starts standing up on him, and you hear the cracking in the leg bones. Yeah, and also that hers was the hotel or the apartment.
It was an apartment. Remember?
The apartment buildings, yeah.
And the guy who lived upstairs, he was sick, a smoker or something.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. And there's like rot in the walls and stuff like that. Okay, I remember bits of it, but I don't remember all of it. But again, and the thing is, again, you can't really get Insidious mixed up with another movie.
Yeah,
I was
doing that. I was mixing that with The Conjuring.
You can get it mixed up?
Well, not that, but like their
names.
Not their names, but their villains. Like, for some reason, I thought the Nun was in the Insidious.
Well, that's the thing. Like Insidious.
The Nun's in Conjuring 2.
Yeah, the thing is, Insidious is
Annabelle.
But
it's the Conjuring universe.
Yeah, but the thing is, Insidious, its villains are all specifically unique. And again, this is like thing that adds a little bit of humor.
The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 and
are they?
Yeah, they're different villains each movie.
No, but like I'm saying unique. Like
yeah,
like
there was
you're,
a nun.
so you're telling me you can't get that nun mixed up with the devil inside nun?
No.
I don't know, I gotta see Conjuring 2. But like, because again, like because the nun, what does the nun look like? Just a regular nun, right?
Her eyes are yellow and she looks demonic.
Okay. I don't know. I just gotta see it because I can't remember if the Conjuring 1 had like a villain.
Yeah, it was the witch.
Did we ever see it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. All I know is I can remember the red-faced demon. I can remember the bride. I can remember at least the rot, or at least the apartment buildings of the third one, and I can definitely remember the key-fingered creature who sparks lightning. Like, it's more...
You're right.
It's like if you had, like...
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's like if you had, like, a horror film, like, where the first one was Jason, and then the second movie was, like, Freddy Krueger. Oh, I'm sorry. In any case, the film was good again. Like, it has like the bits of humor, like when they see the suitcase in the thing, which also another thing I like. They always played with their expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Where like he's like, there's the spinning
but
fan.
It's kind of like you said. We know how their future is.
We know how their future is, so
but at that same time, I still thought I was like, maybe his hand's gonna get cut off.
Maybe his hand's gonna get cut off, or he's gonna get cut. But I like because like it's like the fan starts spinning and like they have to reach in to grab this thing, and he's like, he reaches in and the music starts picking up, but then nothing happens. He just pulls this thing out. And he just pulls the dress out,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh, there's the thing. And he's like, oh, we better reach in and grab it again. She's like, take that fan off first, and it's like, okay, they're actually kind of smart. They take the fan off,
and then he's like, hold on, wait.
Yeah, he reaches like she says, I'm gonna get it. He's like, wait a second. Goes in, grabs the light, goes, here you go. Like, because again, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, other than villain-wise, the films feel different from other horror movies. That's what I was trying to say. Other than the villains part, when we went off into a tangent, that like they feel different. They feel different. Like a lot of horror movies. Oh, okay, discussion. A lot of horror movies can kind of blend into each other. They're kind of filmed in very similar ways.
Like Alien and Predator, you sometimes mix with...
No, I'm talking about modern.
Okay. Scream and...
I said modern.
Whatever.
Within the last 10 years. Like, I would say Flatliners, but I haven't seen Flatliners.
You ever seen Flatliners?
Not yet.
Yeah, see, it was pretty good.
Really? I heard the opposite.
The guy who was in the first one's in it, so I thought that was pretty cool.
It's Johnny Depp's in the 21 Jump Street. But not in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I'm not sure how to freaking say. Like, each one has like the gray tone over it. Each one's kind of filmed very seriously. But Insidious, again, it likes to go into its humorous parts, but then also in some points kind of make fun of other horror films. Like, again, reach arm into the thing, pull it, or when she's going into the suitcases, and like you hear, she closes the suitcase, looks behind, there's nothing there, and every time she opens it, it blocks the area, so you're thinking, okay, something's eventually gonna be there.
It kind of turns out to be...
Yeah, it turns out it's in the thing, grabs her, and she's like, okay, you know what? I didn't really expect that. Yeah, I expected the whole close the thing, the monster there, big Q, done. But no, it kind of makes fun of that a little bit, where it plays with your expectations. Like, this is how other horror movies are gonna do it. This is how we're gonna play it. That's what I kind of like about the Insidious one. Is it the greatest horror film? Probably not, but it is a pretty good one, and I feel like
it's got a good little couple movies. You know?
And I feel out of most horror films, this is the one that has like the most heart to it. I think like it has a funness, it has imagination with its like villains
and the what's it called,
the further too, which like the further, even though I look at it, the further kind of looks like a sitcom's like like so at some points, it looks like a sitcom. Yeah, kind of like a sitcom's dream world, or just like a sitcom set.
Fantasies and there's smoke at the bottom.
Yeah, it really kind of feels like that, don't it? Like it. Or
to me, it feels creepy because like.
Oh no, it is still creepy.
Like cause the way they do the further, and like let's say you're going up to like the house like in the first movie, but there's all this blackness away,
and it's just the
feels
house.
Like, yeah, and it just feels like this place could go on forever.
Yeah, it's just like straight dark.
And just like in this one where they show up to the gate of the prison, you know, like it's still darkness everywhere. You don't really know, and there's gonna be things there. And
also, what was it? You left to the bathroom, but like when she was talking to the ghost boy that was up here when she thought it was her brother, I like when she's talking to him because he goes like, "Do you ever wonder where ghosts go after they die?" And like the light, her flashlight goes off. He's like, "No, I know where they go. They go into the dark." And it's just like, yeah, that sounds like a place I don't want to go to. I don't want to just go into the, like, just like that plain black void. But then again, I love the ending. Because again, like, what was it? They gave Elise's brother in the beginning of the movie a whistle. You were gone too. And the mom said, "Blow this if you ever want me to come help you." And in the end of the movie, Elise blows that whistle. And the mom comes in with the lantern and just smacks the 5 keys into the darkness. Like, super like, bang! I'm like, okay, I guess if you're ever in trouble, call mom.
Why not?
And she freaking, like, saves everyone. I'm like, oh my god, it's super mom.
She takes, like, everyone to, like, their where they came in, like, you know, where their bodies are actually at.
Yeah.
Like, the girl to the hospital, and then they took the other people to the house, and she was like, "I can't go anymore, but I love you."
Yeah, and also I like, that there feels to be, like, some kind... she walks back into the darkness with the lantern. Which, again, I also like that there is kind of, a mythology to this world. Like, red doors. What exactly is the meaning behind this? We don't really know. All we know is that these are, like, doorways into these demons' worlds. That's about it. And, like, at one point, Elise uses it and finds the kid from the first movie.
Remember when I used to have that door used to be red? Or was it that door?
Yeah, no, it was that door, I think. I can't remember which door it was. I think it was that one.
Creepy too, right? Like, just have a red door.
Turns out it leads to the further. But again, like, there's that mythology. There's also mythology between, like, the lanterns. Because if you're someone, I guess, who was alive and went to the further, you will always find a lantern to help you guide your way through the further. There's always, like, a kind of thing. It's like mechanics to this world, which I kind of like. Even though it is a kind of question of, like, why do some of these things happen? But, like, it is kind of a cool idea to see these things. Even though at some point, it's like, what is it? At near the end, Elise gets locked in after she says, "I'm not going to give you whatever you need or whatever." And, like, the demon grabs on her niece. Elise, did you know Elise used the force push and, like, opened it? And I'm like, fudge, yeah, we're going to see some, like, psycho powers and crap. And then the demon grabs her, I'm like, force push! Force push! Force push!
For sure, I believe.
I mean, I'm like, okay, come on now. You just showed her do a force push. You can't show her, like...
she just opened the gate like it was not like...
Yeah, and after that, she got whipped. Yeah. She got beat. I'm like, oh, come on.
She had to call mom.
Yeah, but, again, I definitely think this is a good movie to see. This is, like, a good movie to watch with the other Insidious movies. Even though I don't think the ending had the giant, like sound spike. Because all the Insidious movies, if you see them, at the end it's like, dee! I don't think this one had it, right?
It did.
No, I think everyone thought that was annoying as hell. Because I remember, I think I saw with, I saw Uncle Eddie. I went, and, like, we're watching it, and, like, the ending credit goes, "Hey, what the fuck?" And, like, and when I saw the Insidious movie, the first Insidious before that, because I knew we were going to see this movie the day after, I'm like, no, fudge with this loud noise. And this one, I'm pretty sure they were like, yeah, let's stop that. People said it was annoying.
They probably did it after the credits rolled.
Maybe.
Because, like, we kind of
just left after that, right? And we're done. But, like, because
it was a long movie, too.
It was like 2 hours, yeah, but I still liked it. It didn't feel that long.
No, but it felt almost like a 2-part movie.
A little bit, yeah, with, like, the whole girls underneath the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of felt like it was going for the supernatural, and then it was going for, like, the fake out, and, like, no, it's not supernatural, this guy's just crazy!
Then, like, these girls came in to, like, find her, to save her.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this feels like a 2-part
movie. This could have been, like, 2 more movies, but also, again, since we know she's alive, there really didn't seem like a point to it.
And, like, now that I believe she's dead, but like she has
She's
these
dead.
nieces who are the same way. So I feel
One of
like
them is.
both of them because they were both in the further.
So the girl in the third movie was in the further. She's not psychic.
She was the mom.
She's not the goddamn mom.
I'm telling you, she's the mom. Anyways, I feel like they could continue now newer stories.
Yeah,
newer
with
pieces,
the actual
with
psychic
these-
niece.
Yeah.
Well, like I feel like that's what's gonna happen because again, Specs and I can't remember the other guy's name. Specs is just so much easier to remember. All I know is the other guy kept doing jokes like she's the sidekick, we're the sidekicks, but he always said sidekick. So like everyone's like, what? It's like sidekicks. Just say sidekicks. It works. And that was it's a funny pun. It's stupid, but how he said it was he messed it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. The truth is I've done. Links are on my Facebook. Links are on there somewhere. And we will see you later.
Bye, Mark!